Did you know that every day about 3,000 people visit the University of Kentucky to receive clinical care? That's about 1 million patient visits a year. Many of these patients are happy to donate clinical samples for research. In fact, 35,000 patients have enrolled in a biospecimens program run by the Center for Clinical and Translational Science. Our team collects samples from these patients, things like blood, serum, pieces of fat, that are taken as part of normal care and that would otherwise be discarded if they weren't being used for research. We then share these samples with researchers trying to help cure diseases like diabetes, arthritis, and cancer. If scientists need specific types of sample, for example, pieces of bowel, we'll work with the clinical team who will be treating the patients to try and procure the appropriate samples. We're always excited to help support research, so please email us if you think we can help. Of course, the CCTS program is just one of several innovative biospecimen projects currently running at the University of Kentucky. The rest of this video introduces you to some of the more established research teams.
The Biospecimen Procurement and Translational Pathology Shared Resource Facility at the Markey Cancer Center supports all facets of the use of human specimens from collection to analysis.
We support basic, translational, and clinical research in cancer and other diseases. Our services are available to University of Kentucky faculty and other qualified investigators in partnership with UK faculty.
Investigators utilizing the BPTP have access to a variety of resources such as fresh tissue collection for patient-derived xenografts and organoid culture, and access to our large frozen specimen inventory with over 30,000 Appalachian patient specimens, all with quality oversight by UK Department of Pathology faculty.
BPTP also provides processing, embedding, and sectioning of frozen and formalin-fixed human and animal tissues, including UK Surgical Archive specimens and a variety of tissue microarrays.
We provide state-of-the-art immunohistochemical and in situ staining, including protocol development, coupled with digital image analysis via the Halo imaging suite, and a self-serve histology lab, which is available to researchers and their lab members.
BPTP supports investigator-initiated clinical trials at Markey with protocol review and development assistance, as well as collection, processing, storage, and send-out of clinical trial specimens. To learn more about BPTP services and how to get started, visit us online.
The University of Kentucky is a major clinical center for cardiovascular care. For example, our hospital is currently performing about 1% of the world's cardiac transplants. The Gill Cardiovascular Biorepository collaborates with surgeons and clinicians to collect clinical specimens from many of these patients. Last year, we started to collect blood samples from patients who are having heart attacks and pieces of aorta from patients who are undergoing surgeries. We use many of the samples in experiments here at the University of Kentucky, but we also send samples to about 30 research groups around the world to support international collaborations with expert teams. Cardiovascular disease is a problem everywhere, and our biobanking team is excited to help push back the boundaries of translational research and contribute to the development of better therapies for patients who are sick.
We have pieces of myocardium and aorta from patients and organ donors. We also have blood samples from patients who were having myocardial infections. Our protocols allow us to collect any sample taken as a part of normal care from any patient undergoing any cardiovascular procedure. That means we are open to collecting new types of specimens that researchers need for their work.
We've been collecting the hearts that are taken out when a patient receives a cardiac transplant since 2008. Since human hearts are the size of your fist, we get tens of samples from each one, many more than we need for our own experiments. We're able to share these samples with researchers from 30 institutions around the world who are also trying to help cure heart disease. So samples from Kentucky patients are accelerating research at major universities in Britain, Germany, New Zealand, as well as all over the US. Email our procurement manager at ukycvbr@uky.edu.
This biobank is a component of the University of Kentucky's Alzheimer's Disease Research Center, which facilitates research aimed at learning to diagnose and treat diseases that culminate in the clinical syndrome of dementia. The biobank is rooted in the enthusiastic excellence of the research volunteers that participated in this project. From these volunteers, brain tissue and biofluids such as blood are collected. Thus, a profoundly important aspect of this biobank is the ethical treatment of the biosamples in a spirit of respect and gratitude for the research volunteers. This particular biobank has been successful in altering basic perceptions in the field about what dementia is and what Alzheimer's disease is. Alzheimer's disease is one of the contributing causes of dementia. However, presently, Alzheimer's disease can only be confidently diagnosed at autopsy. It used to be thought that the large majority of dementia cases were due almost exclusively to Alzheimer's disease itself. That perception has changed quite a bit, and we now know that a lot of different aging-related disease conditions contribute to the dementia syndrome. If we are ever to have success in treating dementia, we have to grapple with that complexity, and there's every indication that the University of Kentucky Alzheimer's Disease Center Biobank will be at the forefront of those efforts. This biobank was recognized as one of the best research-oriented biobanks in the world. The impact of this biobank has been quite large and continues to contribute literally thousands of biosamples to researchers around the world. In fact, last year we sent out over 5,000 samples, almost averaging 15 biosamples every single day.
To access any of the biospecimens mentioned in this video, please send an email to the following UKY accounts.